Have you ever opened your laptop to start a research project and suddenly you don't even know where to begin? You open one article, open another one, and kept opening another article. 3 hours later, you are still confused. That's not all. You even discovered that each of the articles has different authors, different arguments, and different explanations. At some point, you even start questioning if you truly understand your topic. This is exactly where many students get frustrated with research. But here is the mistake most people make. They jump straight into writing without first understanding what other researchers have already said about the topic. That is where the literature review becomes your lifesaver. A good literature review helps you stop guessing and start understanding. Think about it like this. Imagine trying to enter a dark room without turning on the light first. You will keep stumbling, hitting things, and moving in confusion. That is exactly what happens when students start writing without reviewing existing studies. But once you conduct a proper literature review, and everything starts making sense. And it gives you direction. It shows you what has already been studied, what researchers agree on, and what they disagree on, and the gaps your own research can fill. That is why a literature review is one of the fastest ways to conduct quality research when you have limited time. So what exactly is a literature review? My friends, in today's video, I will show you a smart guide that will help you to conduct a standard literature review. But first, let's define what a literature review is. A literature review is the process of summarizing, analyzing, and synthesizing the ideas and arguments of other researchers without adding your own contribution yet. Also, it serves as a foundation to your research work. Now, let's discuss why a literature review should be written. We write a literature review to understand existing knowledge on a topic, to identify research gaps, to support our arguments with evidence. Number 4 reasons why we write a literature review is to avoid duplication of research, and the last one is to build credibility for our study. Now let me show you the fastest method that will help you to write a standard literature review, and the truth is that it is easy to apply. To write a standard literature review, there are 5 C's. Number 1 is cite. When writing your literature review, it is important for you to always cite your sources properly. What do I mean? It's not all the sources you are meant to cite, meaning that before you cite any work, ask yourself, who is the author of this work? Is it a researcher, professional, or lecturer? If yes, then you can cite. Also ask yourself, what year was this work published? The last question you need to ask yourself before citing any work in your literature review is if the source is credible and widely cited by others. My friends, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that you will be the first person to get any notification on my channel. And yes, my friends, citations validate your work and show your reader that your arguments are backed by existing scholarship. Number 2 is compare. Compare involves looking at multiple studies and identifying similarities. Take note of this, my friends. When comparing materials, there are 3 things you should focus on. These are the 3 things you should focus on. Number 1 is, are the findings similar? Number 2 is, did they use similar methodologies? And number 3 is, did they ask similar research questions? Number 3 is contrast. This involves examining the differences in the materials you have gathered by looking at which studies disagree, which methods produced different results, and what conflicting arguments exist. Now, number 4 is critique. When criticizing a work under a literature review, you should focus on evaluating and not summarizing. Under critique, there are 3 things you need to focus on. The number 1 thing is, was the methodology appropriate? The number 2 is, did the researchers answer the research question properly? And the third one is, did the conclusions make sense? This is what separates an average literature review from a strong academic work. My friends, if you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed to this channel, please do. Now, the last step is number 5, which is connect. Once you have carefully followed step 1, 2, 3, and 4, it is important for you to connect everything back to your research. Under Connect, there are 3 things you need to focus on. Number 1 is, what findings would support my study? Number 2 is, what gap still exists? And number 3 is, which methodology should I adopt? I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you need to engage or speak with an expert in academic writing, feel free to connect with us today at International Expert Writers via our contact details on the screen. We help students and researchers produce quality academic work with excellence and professionalism. Follow this page for more practical academic tips that simplify your research journey. Thank you for watching and see you in our next video.